That's so I haven't posted in a while. Partially, I've just been struggling a little bit with topics on the kind of geopolitical side. The topics that I've been wanting to cover are all of the sort where I don't know. They're a bit sensitive, and I haven't felt confident about the way I'd like to tackle them. But with that said, I want to talk about technology just a little bit, and specifically a technology that some of you will be aware of. It's called WebAssembly. It's basically this idea that web pages keep getting more and more insanely complicated and over the top powerful. And at some point, somebody said, well, instead of us minifying JavaScript all the time and pretending like that's in any way an efficient way of doing anything, and maybe we should just acknowledge the fact that web pages are becoming intolerably large blobs of code, and maybe come up with a virtual machine mechanism that is intended to be served in binary format. And thus WebAssembly got created. Of course, there are more details to it. There are other reasons why people would want such a thing, but that's kind of the gist of it, right? However, the original design of WebAssembly is based around 32-bit, everything being 32-bit, 32-bit memory, etc. And what were they thinking? You design a system in the early 2000s, or whenever it was designed, and you design it with 32-bit instruction set in mind, and then after it gets put into production in some places, like your browser probably supports WebAssembly right now, then people are like, oh, maybe it would be a good idea to have support for 64-bit. So now they're kind of going back and adding that, and in the meantime, this is causing a world of weird problems, especially for LLVM-based compilers that are used to targeting 64-bit architecture. They can generate 64-bit WebAssembly relatively easily, but try to generate 32-bit WebAssembly and it's a bit trickier. And I don't know. This entire thing makes me sad. It isn't just this. It's just more generally there are a million things where people are trying to build good technologies with good intent, and they keep just making poor decisions like this. And this one in particular it just boggles my mind. I don't particularly like web technologies. I think they're pretty remarkable. They've gotten a long way with given that JavaScript was essentially cobbled together in a small amount of time and is a terrible language. The mileage people are getting out of it is absolutely remarkable. But if the web is supposed to develop, it would be nice if we were to see a little bit more intentionality, a little bit more sanity, a little bit less insanity in the way that things are being designed. And a very good start would be to quit this nonsense of designing for the last century and start designing for this century, because it's here. Anyway, okay, that was a bit of a rant, but yeah, if you want more geopolitics stuff, put a comment, comment on this, tell me what you'd like to hear. I want to get back into it. I just fell off the horse a little bit, and I need to get back on it. So let me know what you want to hear. All right, bye.